Guten Tag, Deutschland, as the ladies play at Stuttgart in this tournament. And of course, the normal English greeting. Hey there, how the hell there's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to yet another time travel tennis tournament. We are in week number 25, the silver anniversary. Well, it's not really an anniversary, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so week 25, we will do, of course, the men are in Indy, the ladies are in Stuttgart. So we're in Deutschland for the second time for the ladies. All four German ladies in the Grand Ladies Tour. Carmichael Sperling, Cody Kelch, Kerber, and Groff are playing in this tournament. There is only one lady that's missing, and that's Martina Navratilova because she won last week. She has to serve a 5-week boot. Yeah, she's won 5 tour events, so she's missing the next 5 weeks. That'll be Stuttgart, Brighton, Zurich, Holland, well, Central Holland, and Brisbane. She'll be back for Sydney, and then the Australian Open. And no, the Australian Open is not in Sydney, it's in Melbourne, if you must know. So Martina's out for 5 weeks. Chris Evert, after her own banishment for 4 weeks, for 4 tour events, she's back in action. So, yeah, you got Martina there. And weird because Martina and Chris Evert have only met once in the first 24 weeks. It's either Everett is off because she's won a tournament or Martina's won a tournament. So that's 6 and 6. Of course, the only set matchup would be the Grand Slams. So we got that. Of course, for the boys, there are going to be 3 no shows and all that. So we're at Stuttgart. We will, of course, simulate the non-seeded matchups and play the seeded matchups. The Battle of Belgium was Kleisters. She beats Henin 6-3, 7-5. Goolagong beats Halep in the third set 7-6. Tracy Austin beats Dorothea Chambers in 3 sets 6-4. Battle of Germany, it's Carmichael Sperling who will move on. She beats Cody Kilsch. Osaka-san beats Sharapova Nana Lukni 7-6, 6-2. Venus beats Turner Browery 7-5, 6-4. Pauline Betts, big win over Armani in the third set 7-6. And finally, Dorothea Round beats Serena in 3 sets. So one Williams sister is in, one is out of this round of 16. So we are now simulating the round of 16. Our first matchup will be Margaret Swift-Court, the 2 seed, taking on Monica Seles, who's number 14 in the world. But she's like, I can't get a seed. Only 8 people can get seeded. And they wanted Steffi Graf in there. So yeah, so Seles is unseeded. She's number 14 in the world. Swift-Court's number 3. They have not met each other. Monica's 29-24. She had some semifinal losses. 3. She's been to 4 semifinals without a final. She's never been to a final. Last week she beat Henin, Sloan, and Austin, but lost to Martina. Margaret Swift-Court, the 2 seed, 41-24. The finals. Went to Los Angeles in the finals, losing to Martina. She lost the semifinal last week. She beat Hard, Keys, and Venus, but lost to Steffi Graf.
Quiet, please. Seles to serve. First game.
Well, Swift-Court has a 9-week streak of being in the quarterfinals.
15 love.
If you must know. Slowly.
Game and first set. Seles 7 games to 6. Out.
Oh, rabbit. Hide in the body.
Game and second set. Smith-Court 6 games to 3. 1 set all.
Set 3.
Out.
No.
Game, set, and match.
Monica
Smith
can't believe
Court.
it. Well, here we go.
2 sets to 1.
6-7.
6-3. 7-5.
Monica was like, yes, I'm going to take down Smith Court. Nope, you're out. Darn. So Smith Court wins. She'll face Osaka-san in the round of 16. Now, let's go to the 3 seeds. Suzanne Langlois taking on Francesca Schivoni, 11-15. She hasn't played much. Yeah, the foreigners have not really played much, but yeah, Schivoni will face the Langlois, who does have a title under her belt. Schivoni, 11-15. Her quarterfinals, the last time she played was the U.S. Open in week 20, beating Kuznetsova but lost to Turner Brower. So yeah, the foreigners not really playing a lot of those tournaments in the States, so Schivoni will be back in action. Langlois, who has a title under her belt, not in Palm Beach, she was the first loser of a tournament, first runner-up, losing to Chris Evert. And then in Barcelona, she lost to Hingis in the final. Third time around at Eastbourne, she lost to Everett. And the fourth time in Indy, she beat Bencic, Yankovic, Hingis, Tracy, and Connolly to do it. So her fourth trip to the final. Only one semifinal since her 1 week sojourn. Semifinals lost to Brow 2 weeks ago. Last week she got shocked by Bueno.
Quiet plays Lenglen to serve. First game.
Win, but
play.
The money's on Langlois. Well, the money was on Celis. And she lost. Slowly.
Out! Game and first set. Lenglen.
Jones.
6 games to 3.
Langlois wins the first set.
15 love. Game, set, and match. Lenglen. 2 sets to love. 6-3. 7-6.
Langlois will now take on Pauline Betts. Next up is the 4 seed Hella Wills Moody against Louise Bra. Both of these ladies have won a title. Bra's number 10 overall, by the way. Yep. But they've met each other 4 times, both with 2 wins. Wills Moody, this is the first lady she's faced 5 times. She's actually perfect on hardened carpet. On clay, she's done it in 2 against Bra. She does have a title under her belt, which was not the U.S. Open. She got to the finals of the U.S. Open at number 8. She beat Sukova, Kvitova, Sanchez Vicario, Brau, and Osaka. Well, one of the 2 wins over Brau was at the U.S. Open. Beat Osaka and then lost to Chris Evert. Then went to New Orleans, beat Serena, Clijsters, Mallory, Austin, and Brau in the finals. So she's taking on Brau. After the 1 week off, she went to Omaha, beat Goss, but lost to Tracy Austin. Brau's got a title. Quarterfinals. Went to the finals in Houston, lost to Billie Jean. Went to the finals in New Orleans, lost to Wills Moody. And then the next week, she beat Kaneen, Cena, Smith Court, Connolly, and Billie Jean to get herself in. She won at Fort Lauderdale. She was not allowed to play in Omaha, of course, after the 1 week off. So she's back in business. Huh? Oh, close.
Quiet plays Brough to serve. First game.
After all, she's won a tournament. She was the last guy to win a tournament. I didn't say that. Ooh.
30-40.
Can she do it again? The answer is yes.
Deuce.
Wills Moody is not going down yet.
Advantage. Wills Moody. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Wills Moody. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Brough. Out. Deuce. Advantage. Wills Moody. Game, Wills Moody. 6 games all, first set, tiebreak.
So 6-6 is your score. They're going to tiebreak.
Out. One zero. Broth.
Out.
1-all. 2-1. Broth.
Out.
2-all.
Out.
3-2. Broth.
Out.
3-all. 4-3. Wills Moody.
Out.
4-all.
Out.
5-4. Broth. 6-4. Broth. 6-5. Broth.
Out.
Game and first set. Broth. 7 games to 6.
Well, Broth might win.
Out.
Game, set and
Done
match. Broth.
Broth sends
2
Wills
sets to
Moody
love.
packing.
7-6.
So the
6-4.
4 seeds out. And well, Wills Moody won the tournament 2 weeks ago. Louis Brown won the tournament last week. Everything was randomized. So it was funny that the last 2 weeks' winners had to face each other. And Broth, Kachu! Actually, no, yeah. Well, the New Orleans and the Fort Lauderdale winner. Third last and second last. Because the last week was Martinez. So Braun wins. So that means we get to. So Braun will take on Tracy Austin in the round of 16. In the meantime, Maria Bueno beat Martina Hingis to face Gulagon in the round of 16. Let's head to the 17 Mo Connolly against Aracha Sanchez Vicario, who has a title under her belt. Mo Connolly doesn't. Like, what? She went to the finals in San Diego, lost to Martina. She went to Berlin in the finals, lost to Everett. Of course, losing to two of the greatest. Finals in Indy, losing to Lang Long. Burped. She went to the semis in Fort Lauderdale, lost to Brawl, but then lost to Billie Jean in the first round in Omaha. Sanchez Vicario, who does have a loss to Connolly, and that was, if I look at my notes, New York, Long Island, week 19. Looking at quarterfinal. Got to the finals in Switzerland, beating Pliskova, Kleisters, Mallory, and Halep, but lost to Dorothea and beat Dorothea Chambers to qualify. So Sanchez Vicario doing her job. In essence. After that, not much. One quarterfinal in Los Angeles against Mallory. She hasn't played since week 20 in the U.S. Open, beating Putseva and Davenport before losing to Wills Moody. So yeah, Sanchez Vicario was not part of the U.S. leg.
Quiet, please. Connolly to serve. First game. Play.
So Mo Connolly will try to
Out.
do her job and take down Sanchez Vicario. She's not good anymore.
Game
She
and
should
first
be.
set. Connolly.
Connolly
6 games to 3.
I'm saying,
Out.
15 love.
I know. Boom.
Game, set and
Connolly
match.
sends
Connolly.
Sanchez Vicario packing
2 sets to
quickly.
love.
It's 55
6-3.
minutes.
6 love.
Bago. Connolly wins. She'll face Venus next. The 16 Nolan Mallory's next, and she'll face the German Angelique Kerber, who's 4-10 lifetime. Mallory is number 6. She has yet to win a title. Kerber 4-10. She did win twice in Birmingham. She won once in Berlin beating Pliskova but lost to Langland, and then twice in edge pressure. She beat Gulagon and Steffi Graf, her idol from Germany, but lost to Davenport, and she beat Temsavari in Wimbledon but lost to Celis. She's lost 4 straight. She lost to Celis in Wimbledon, Panetta in Indy, Gulagon in T Dot, and then the U.S. Open she lost to Sukova. So she hasn't played since. Mola Mallory, 41 wins, no titles. It's like no titles. Yep. Mola had troubles getting past the semifinals for the longest time. Got to the finals in T Dot, losing to Davenport. And that's her early final. She got taken out by Graf first week in Omaha.
Quiet, please. Mallory to
Mallory would
serve.
like to beat
First
Kerber,
game.
but the German
Play.
fans will be up in arms.
15
And
love.
they're actually shocked that the Kerber Mallory match is not second last because of the German heritage.
Out.
But they won't say Chris Everett will go second last. Steffi Graf still has to play her game.
40-15.
Delaying the inevitable on that point.
Game and first set. Mallory.
That was a little too easy.
6 games to 1.
I think this match will be over shortly. Throw. Humble. Left.
Game and second set. Kerber. 6 games to 2. 1 set all.
Hear that finger snap. Wow. 1-1 in sets. That was abysmal.
Out.
15 love. Deuce.
No. Kerber had a chance to win the match.
Out.
Advantage. Kerber.
Second set. Point.
Out.
She did it.
Game, set and match. Kerber.
Wow.
2 sets
She
to
did
1.
it. Kerber wins.
1-6. 6-2. 6-4.
Laura Mallory, it was like, why is she a top 10 player? Well, Mallory loses, and we will have an all-German round of 16, Carrickle, Sperling, and Kerber, which means we'll have at least a German in the quarterfinals. Steffi Graf still has to play. So because Kerber beat Mallory, she beat a seed, so we simulate the next one. Chris Everett will prove her worthiness beating Davenport, so Everett will face Kleisters in the round of 16. But we still have one more match. Billie Jean King taking on the legend Steffi Graf. 2 titles under her belt. Billie Jean's got 1. Steffi, she went to the finals in Hilton Head, lost to Martina. Went to the finals in Italy, Taranto, losing to Everett. She went to the finals in Austria and beat Sharapova after Panetta, Andreescu, Round, and Kleisters. 1 week off, and then she didn't do well in Toronto. She lost to Brede Sherman. She went to the finals in Long Island, losing to Chrissy Everett, and then lost the final to Martina Navratilova last week after beating Mallory, Chambers, Kineen, and Smith Court. Wait, where's the win? Italy. She did win Italy. Oh, she did beat Chris Everett. I was reading that as an L. I knew something was fishy. Billie Jean won in Houston. I remember that. And that was her first final. She beat Celis, Sanchez, Ricardo, Pliskova, Bueno, and Brawl. And Mark. She got to the finals in Fort Lauderdale, beating Keys, Langland, Osborne, DuPont, and Venus, but lost to Brawl. Last week in Omaha, she beat Connolly in Osaka, but lost to Martina.
Quiet, please. Graf to serve.
A lot
First
of people
game.
said Steffi Graf was
Play.
definitely going to be favorite.
Out.
Why the fuck wouldn't she be favorite in her own country? We have 2 Germans in the round of 16 tomorrow. Graf wants to be number 3. And the 2 Germans, Carmichael, Sperling, and
Deuce.
Kerber, are going to face each other. I thought 5-4.
Out.
Advantage. King.
Out.
Game. King.
Jean is
5 games all.
cannot
First
have
set.
that win.
Out.
Why 5?
Out.
Oh,
Game and
and
first
Billie
set.
Jean wins
King.
the first set.
7 games to 6.
Ah, brutal. Brutal.
15 love.
Brutal.
Game, set and match.
Six.
King. 2 sets to love.
Well,
7,
Billie Jean
6.
sends Steffi Graf
6,
packing.
3.
7-6-6-3, and the fans give Billie Jean raspberries and the middle finger. So Billie Jean will now face Dorfeo Round in the next round, in the round of 16 in Stuttgart. So we only have 5 seeds out of 8. Well, 5 seeds out of 8. We have a 4-person group: Brow, Austin, Carwinkle, and Kerber, who are non-seeded. One of those ladies will be making the semifinals, so we'll see an unseeded player in the semifinals. We could see Everett versus Bueno. We could see Langlois. We could see Connolly versus Smith Court, technically. Yeah, the other unseeded matchup is Billie Jean versus Dorfeo Round. So yeah, probably face Suzanne Langlois. Well, anyway, yeah, we have 2 Germans. We'll see a German in the quarterfinals. We will. We better. Now let's go with the boys. In Indy, the clay court. So off camera, there were some matches. There was one massive injury. Buchholz beats Marin Cilic. He's injured, and by rule, he has to sit out next week in Montreal, in Austria. Sorry, the next week's in Austria. This week is in Indy. Massive upset. Roddick, the 16 seed, lost to Bruguera 6-1, 6-3. Ivan Lendl, the 15 seed, lost to Ellsworth Fines in 3. McEnroe lost in straights to Zverev, who can't catch a break. John Isner got taken out 7-6 in the third set by Kevin Anderson in the Battle of the Servers. How many aces? I say 60 combined. 20 for Isner, 14 for Anderson. Only 34. Okay. And Pancho Gonzalez, the 11 seed, lost to Mats Wielander. So we have some matchups for you. We have some unseeded matchups to worry about. And some seeds won their matchups. Yeah, the top 8 seeds went on to the next round, and then 9-16 had to fend for themselves. So we have 11 seeded players left. The 5 unseeded matchups. First, Bruguera beats his fellow countryman Manny Santana 7-6 in the third. So Bruguera will move on to the Sweet 16. Bobby Riggs beats Ellsworth Fine 6-2 in the third. So Riggs will move on. Sheriff crushes Newcomb like a grape 6-1, 6-1. So Sheriff will move on to the round of 16. Anderson with his hard-hitting serves beats Del Potro. He only had 5 aces. He's known for his aces. And lastly, Wielander beats Ash 6-4, 6-3. So those were the 2 matches. So our first matchup is Novak Djokovic, the 7th seed, against Keith Gladehill, who's only 3-6. Novak, 49 wins, and yet he doesn't have a title. Fuck. Always getting to the semifinals, but never getting to the final. Finally, week 17, he did it in Florence. Lost the final to Sheriff in 4 sets. He went to North London. Great tournament, but Pete Sampras beat him in 4 sets. And then in Boston 2 weeks ago, he went to the finals against Ken Rosewall and lost in 4 sets. He beat Robredo in Washington, but lost to Bobby Riggs. In the meantime, Gladehill, 3-6. His only 3 wins. He won in the French Open for Malcolm Whitman, 79 versus 91, but lost to Andy Murray in 4. He beat John Fitzgerald in the first round, but lost to Dominic Thiem in 4. And then he beat Andy Murray yesterday. Yeah, he beat Andy Murray off screen he beat Andy Murray yesterday to get this far. So yeah, when he beat Andy Murray, that's big. We would have had Novak Murray matchup.
Quiet, please. Djokovic to serve.
Says, well,
First
now I
game.
have an easy path
Play.
to round of 16. Boom.
15 love.
181 odds of serve.
Out.
15 40.
Prolong the agony. Ooh, 180. 180.
30 40.
Whoa.
Out.
Game and first set.
Novak wins.
Djokovic.
Shush.
6 games to 2.
Yeah, why are the finger snap at 6-2? I don't know.
Out.
I just don't know.
Game, set,
Well,
and match.
Gladehill
Djokovic.
gave it all
2 sets to love.
he had.
6-2.
But he loses 6-2,
6-3.
So Novak wins. We don't know who his opponent will be. At least not yet. Borg, the 4th seed, next up against David Nalbandian. Borg has a title on his belt. I think this was Houston, wasn't it? Well, he beat Nalbandian. When did he beat Nalbandian? In Rotterdam, round of 16. Well, anyway, making the final. He lost the final in Houston to Federer. And then in Madrid, he lost to Lacoste in the final. Then he beat Jimmy Connors after beating Del Potro, Renshaw, Tilden, and Roosevelt in the final. Bristol, Wimbledon, he had to play at Wimbledon. Lost to Cochet in the round 32 when he was up 2-9 and he fucked it. Week off in Boston. Then he went to Washington and lost to J.C. Ferraro in the first round. Now Banyan, 14-12, has not been to a quarterfinal. He beat Bob Bryan yesterday easily to move on.
Quiet please. Nalbandian to serve. First game.
So Nalbandian
Play.
could take down Borg. They're saying somehow in some way Nalbandian is not tired.
Love 15.
Well, Bob Bryan is more of a doubles player, but he made it through that little tournament thingy to make it to the Grand Man Tour. So what can he do?
Game and first set. Borg.
6-2.
6 games to 2.
Yeah, it's like, why the finger snap? And like 6-3 or 6-4 is nothing. Slow it down. You don't have to hit massive aces. You just have to make sure that your opponent fucks up.
Deuce.
Is that deuce? No.
Advantage. Nalbandian. Game. Nalbandian. Borg leads 5 games to 3. Second set.
Well, Nalbandian has to try something.
Out.
Deuce.
Or lost a match point. Well, he lost another match point.
Advantage. Nalbandian. Game. Nalbandian.
Nalbandian's not
Borg
going down
leads
yet.
5 games to 4. Second set.
Borg's like, how am I supposed to beat this guy? I have to do something. On the run. Touch. Don't touch that thing.
Out.
You.
15. Love.
Out.
Game, set and
There you go.
match. Borg.
Borg survives.
2 sets to
Nalbandian.
love.
6-2,
6-2. 6-4.
So Borg wins. He'll face Bobby Riggs in the next round. Nice, Radich. The 2 seed Roger Federer will face Jim Courier, who's 10-19. Federer's won 2 titles. Courier 10-19. There's only been 1 quarterfinal, and that was Bologna losing to Nadal. He had to face Cochet and beat him in 3 sets to move on. Federer has beaten Jim Courier once, and that was Valencia. He's won 2 titles. Went to the finals in Houston after beating Del Potro, Lendl, Tilden, and Novak. He went over Borg. Week off, he went to the semifinals, lost to Isner in Rotterdam. Got to the finals in Long Island, lost to Rafa. Got to the finals in Wimbledon, beating Roddick, Perry, Nishikori, Fines, Laver, and then Tilden. And then last week he got shocked by Gaston Gaudio in the 3rd set.
Quiet please. Courier to
I would say
serve.
Federer
First
might
game.
have
Play.
an American weakness, and Courier might expose it.
Six, 5. Courier.
He does have a chance to win. No.
6
Hit
all.
the net again. So 2 chances to have set point.
7-6. Courier.
3rd chance. And that's the same.
7 all.
Effect. Oh, yes.
Out.
8-7. Federer. 8-all. 9-8. Courier. Game and first set. Courier. 7 games to 6.
Courier won the first set. Wow. Don't touch that. Okay. Wow.
Love 15.
What a round. What a rally.
Deuce.
Courier had the match. Okay.
Advantage. Courier.
Second time. No.
Deuce.
Courier
Out.
had 2 match points on his racket.
Advantage. Courier.
Out.
There you go.
Game, set and match. Courier.
Wow.
2 sets to love.
What an upset.
7-6.
Jim Courier
6-4.
has sent Roger Federer out of the tournament. Roger Federer can't believe it. He lost to Jim Courier. So Courier, giant win. He will face Kevin Anderson in the round of 16. So that could be an interesting matchup. And by the way, Rene Lacoste beat Richie Renberg quite easily. So yeah, so Lacoste, the 10 seed, won his match. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention there are 3 players not in this tournament. Nadal still serving the Sojourn for winning those tour events. He will be cleared to come back next week in Austria. Fred Perry injured himself last week in Washington, so that means that Perry has to serve a 1 week off. And Dominic Thiem, who won last week, has to serve 1 week off. So, but fortunately for Thiem, the next tournament is in Austria, so he'll be back in time. We are going to see Andre Agassi next in the list. He'll face Ilie Nastase. What's our clock say? 33 minutes. We'll go for another 15 minutes. But anyway, Andre Agassi, 25 and 24. Lots of quarterfinals. He's never been anywhere. Last time he went to the quarterfinals was in Italy, but he's never been to a semifinal. He had to beat Bill Johnston to move this way. Nastase, 22 and 19. Went to the finals in Nice, lost to Nishikori-san, and he choked. And he beat David Wheaton. So, yeah, both these guys had to qualify to move on. And Nastase beat David Wheaton to move on here.
Quiet, please. Agassi to serve. First game. Play.
I thought Agassi had a temper about him. That's what I thought. I know Nastase does.
Game and first set. Nastase. 6 games to 2.
Finger snap. Only up 1-0.
Out.
15 love.
Out.
Game and second set.
Well,
Agassi.
Says,
6
Agassi
games
says,
to 1.
You're not going to beat me that easily. No, sir.
Deuce.
Agassi had match point.
Out.
Advantage. Nastase.
Should have went for the touch one. Nastase probably would never touch that one. Yes, you do.
Game, Nastase. Agassi leads 5 games to 4. Final set.
Right to the body. Get rid of him.
Out.
15 love.
I think Agassi's going to win this game. If he can put the ball over the net.
Out.
Deuce.
What is this? Did that open the door for Nastase?
Out.
Advantage, Nastase. Deuce.
Out.
Advantage, Agassi. Game, set, and match. Agassi.
Agassi thought he was
2
like,
sets to 1.
Agassi's a low
2,
enough seed I can
6.
get him. Nope.
6-1. 6-4.
So Agassi Kachi. Agassi will not know his opponent yet. Rod Laver, the 1 seed, will play next. He'll face Nishikori's son, who's 0-2 against Laver. But he does have a title. Laver's won 3. Laver won Memphis, beating Murray, Lacoste, Agassi, Sampras, and Connors. Then the next final in Brussels, he beat Koshei, Nishikori, one of them, Cilic, Borg, and Edberg. And then in Monte Carlo, first tournament after his 2 weeks up, he got to the final but lost to Rafa. Then in Hamburg, he beat Cilic, Albania, Nastase, Borg, and Lendl, 3-1 in finals. Got to the finals last week, beating Johnston, Nastase, Tilden, and Vilas, but Dominic Thiem shocked him in 3 straight sets. He's got Nishikori's son, whose only tournament was in Nice. Beating Novak, Murray, Connors, Tilden, and Nastase. That's impressive. Against Laver, this is only the 3rd guy he's faced 3 times. The other guys are Jimmy Connors and Novak Djokovic, and Rod Laver, 3-0. He would tie his match mark against Marin Cilic if he did it.
Quiet please. Laver to serve. First game. Play.
I have a funny feeling I know who's going to win.
15 love.
Ooh,
40-30.
be careful.
Out.
Damn.
Deuce.
Damn. Nishikori had the match.
Out.
Set 1.
Advantage, Nishikori. Game and
Nishikori
first
catch it?
set, Nishikori.
Nishikori.
6 games to 4.
Well, he's not beaten Laver yet this year.
Love. Deuce.
Ooh, he won it. I was like, did he win the match? No.
Advantage, Nishikori.
Out.
Game, Nishikori. 5 games all, second set.
Our Laver's in trouble.
Out.
I say so.
6-3, Nishikori.
A couple of chances. You got it.
Game, set, and match, Nishikori.
Wow.
2 sets to love, 6-4. 7-6.
Nishikori-san, Kachi! Look young. Nah, look. 6-4, 7-6. Later, it's done. Nishikori will face Bulgara in the round of 16. The 1 seed is there. That's just simulate the rest of the matches. Bill Tilden just lost 7-5-6 to the Robredo. So Robredo will face Lacoste. Wow, Tilden's out. But not Pete Sampras. He beats JC Ferraro in the 3rd set to face Sheriff. Jimmy Connors loses to Buchholz, so Novak will face Butch Buchholz. Budge beats Emerson in 3 sets to face Eggs. And Rosewall beats Vilas to face Wielander. Yeah, Rosewall missed last week because he won the previous tournament. Rosewall, Wheeler. Radich, Snake. Radich, Snake. Got 7 seeded players. Yeah, you got 7. 7 of the 16 people are seeded, and 6 of the 7 are seeded versus unseeded. Agassi Budge is the only seeded matchup alive. So you got 6 of the 8 matchups. Nishikori Bruguera and Anderson Courier. So yeah, the men's tournament is just as unpredictable as the ladies' one. So anything can happen in tennis. It really can. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond at 2.